This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast, final day of August 31st, Labor Day long weekend. Coming up, this is the kickoff today of the 200th Quinte exhibition.
Sure is.
Our fall fair, where we are around the world.
The
fall fairs are enormous.
Oldest fall fair in Ontario.
Yeah, Williamstown.
Yeah.
Which is up northeast of Cornwall.
Yes.
Tucked up there. A little spot there. They got the first one. Somebody there was on the ball 215 years ago in 1808.
Yeah. They're like, this sounds like fun. We should try this. And then boom.
I think I know how it started. It literally just occurred to me.
I can just imagine.
So these two guys, and they were neighbors on a fence. And one of them said, I think I have better cow than you do. And they set out. The other guy said, them's fighting words. So they dragged their cows down to a open area, which they called the fairgrounds at that time. This looks like a fairground. And this
looks like a good spot to show our cattle. Let's do it here.
And then they invited the townsfolk to come on in. They charged them for parking. And they said, who do you think has the best cows? And the fall fair was born.
Is that how it started?
Thanks to those two guys, it started with, I think my cows are better than your cows. Somebody write a book.
Look to Mark for more.
Yeah, you know what?
On historical events.
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
That's really what it comes down to, eh?
I should write history.
Prove me wrong.
Called Prove Me Wrong.
I am going to say all these things. Prove me wrong.
It's the actual history of how things happened. Prove me wrong. Oh my gosh. I have literally just started my second career live on a podcast.
Oh my gosh, Mark.
So anyway, it's the 200th, second largest in Ontario. Begins at 4 o'clock today. It's Poultry Day today.
It is Poultry Day today. And then the Demo Derby is tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Truck and Tractor Pull Saturday. And then the Antique Car Show on Sunday.
Yeah, lots to do.
Along with
everything
World's
else.
Finest Midways will be there. Lots of activities for the kids. And they really said the focus is on the kids this year, making that connection with the younger generation and agriculture. Because it's so important, of course. Mm-hmm. These fall fairs, we joke and we can laugh about it, but very, very important.
I don't. I think they're great.
Growing up in a rural community, I never appreciated it until I moved away.
Exactly.
And then when I would talk to people and they would say things about country living, I was floored. I'm like, you have no idea.
You have no idea.
Cows, for instance. My husband's family has had Jersey cows, and we're surrounded by dairy farms. So for someone to say they've never seen a cow or petted a cow or been near a cow blew my mind. I'm like, what do you mean? They thought it was the most amazing thing in the world. And it is, but to have that right here available to us and not... Yeah. Like, it's a great opportunity to learn and to see and to just embrace it.
And I always joke that, I love vegetables the way God intended from a can. But there is nothing better than stopping off at a farmer's market or the side of the road.
At an actual booth. Don't stop and start picking like your own from a field.
Like when you're on Highway 7, the middle of August, and
all
you get
the blueberry
a blueberry pie, right? Like church lady pie. That's what I'm talking about. Holy smokes.
I know. And we're so fortunate.
We are.
So fortunate because there's such an abundance here in the area. And it's an opportunity. So get out and enjoy.
Genie out of the bottle when it comes to technology. Kids who embrace technology, the amount of technology that's in farming and agriculture, period.
Again, you'd be shocked.
So we begin to think that the family farms are dwindling as they become more industrialized. But we still are going to need food in agriculture. Mm-hmm. So as technology becomes big, I think we're going to see kids start looking at agriculture as careers again because of the technology involved.
And more is becoming available to them. And not that it isn't, hard work is an important thing, but for sure. You can incorporate that now with the help of technology.
Yeah,
and
so
do even better.
Great. See, it's great.
It is. It's pretty cool.
So get out there and enjoy that if you got your Ride All Day bracelet. Knock yourself out.
They have the scrambler. I saw it. I saw it yesterday. Enjoy.
One day they're going to just have your picture on it. It's going to be the Charity Brown Scrambler. That's what they're going to call it. World's finest.
Love the scrambler.
You do.
And the tilt-a-whirl.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Oh, it's so much fun.
And if you're with somebody like a crush and you're afraid to put it into words, go on the scrambler and you sit on the inside. I'm just saying. This is how I got the girl.
You want to talk about icebreaker?
Yeah. You'll learn a lot about them.
There's no way around it. Then.
Yeah. Here, let me put my arm around you so you don't fall out. Oh, yes, the fall fair.
Oh.
Good stuff. Then once we get into the winter, here comes the hockey, of course. David Foote of the Belleville Senators. They launched their new website last week. They're going to put it to the test today.
Single game tickets on sale 10 a.m. today. So we checked in with David to see how the website was faring and to hear all about the upcoming promotional events they have on.
Yeah, there certainly haven't been any complaints come across my desk, so I assume that means everything is going well. I think the fans so far have been happy with what they've seen. I know our staff has been pretty excited to have it launched and to now be able to really start to see how we can use that website and the new features that it has. So, yeah, it's been great so far, and looking forward to expanding on it here moving forward.
Yeah, today it should be tested quite a bit.
We hope so.
Because single game tickets go on sale 10 a.m. this morning for the Belleville Sens.
Yes. The happiest day of the year for sure. Single game tickets going on sale. I should note it is just the first half of the season to this point. Games up to January 20th of 2024 are on sale as of 10 a.m. You can get them via Ticketmaster. You can head to the Belleville Sens website at bellevillesens.com. Or you can email tickets@bellevillesens.com and get an order and get your tickets for the first half of the season.
Right, so January 20th is the deepest game in the schedule you can, but which means you can still get all of your Christmas stuff done.
Absolutely.
Over the holidays. Yeah. You can order that stuff now and you can get it. The website also, of course, has the schedule to see which home dates are available between now and then.
Yeah, and I should say if you are trying to look further than that January 20th date, if you have got a game in mind that you really want to see, you can get tickets to those later dates in the season by buying either a season ticket membership, a flex pack, or a group package. Those kind of more premium offerings, I suppose, do give you that option to kind of skip the line and get ahead to those games later on in the season.
Very cool. So the Sens kick off their season on the road. Their home opener, October 21st against Laval. Always that rivalry between Laval and Belleville. Always good games.
Yeah, not much of a rivalry last year, I got to say. We had their number pretty good.
Yeah, sure did.
But, as everybody knows with the American Hockey League, there's a lot of turnover on the rosters. I know Laval has lost a lot of key players, but also brought in some guys just like we have here. So you never know. It could be a much more heated series this year, and I'd imagine the Rocket are going to look for a little bit of revenge after the way we treated them in 22-23. But, the home opener is October 21st. We'll have all the details about the pregame activities and things like that coming out in the coming weeks. Same with details on our extensive promotional schedule. Those are coming out soon as well. And, get your tickets now. We'd love to see a full rink for October 21st to welcome the boys back to town and to give Dave Bell a nice big ovation in his first home opener as the head coach of the Sens. It would be awesome to have the building full again.
All right, well, good luck with all of the launches. We will look forward to hearing more about the promotional schedule as we creep closer to the October 21st home opener. David Foote of the Belleville Senators, thank you, sir.
Always a pleasure, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
And right on, the 95.5 Hits FM night is early in the season. I think the
week after the home opener.
First or second, yeah.
Yeah, the home opener is on October 21st, and then a week later on the 28th, 90s night with 95.5 Hits FM against
Toronto Marlies.
Exactly.
So it's going to be sold out. So that'll be sold out by the time tickets.
What are you going to wear this year? Because last year it was 80s. There was a lot of neon and headbands. There was one group of kids. You remember those kids at the end?
Yeah.
And I say kids, 14, 15 years old. They were not around during the 80s. And they were some of the best dressed of the night. They had the neon headbands and the mesh and the windbreakers. They looked pretty
I don't
cool.
know. Because is it grunge or is it boy band?
Well,
like
you
what
said
is
grunge.
90s?
I thought it, like, I forgot about the grunge. I don't know that I'll go grunge. But then I thought about Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. So you have like the early 90s pop. And then, as you mentioned, boy bands by the end of...
There could be some Britney Spears, right?
I'm not
Late
dressing
90s?
up like Britney Spears.
Sure.
Emily can do Britney Spears.
Okay.
You could be Kevin.
I could be Kevin.
You dress up as Kevin.
I am Kevin from the Backstreet Boys. Literally every day. I am the Kevin experience.
Here's your opportunity to actually wear a name tag. My name is Kevin.
I want it that way. We'll do that.
But you're right.
But you know what? Go to the hockey game anyway, even if we dress up.
What are you could get your hair.
Finally, I can get it tipped.
Yes, the iced.
Yep. Oh, now you're talking.
That was big in the 90s. I don't know, the Rachel cut. Do I do like Friends was big?
Maybe.
I'm trying to think what the fashions were. They weren't that far off of what we're wearing now.
We're going to be down on the ice for a game at the intermission.
I imagine we will be. I'm hoping.
So hi, everybody.
Because last year we played musical chairs.
Yep. So that'll be fun. So we'll do this. That's on the 28th of October. BellevilleSens.com. As always, the website. You can purchase your tickets through there or Ticketmaster. And then follow along with the schedule if you want to get your flex pack so you can get tickets deeper than January 20th because it's only for the first half of the season. Tickets will be available. The second half will be in November. But if every year since the Sens have been here, my son and I tend to go the week between Christmas and New Year's because invariably there's a game or two and often one will be an afternoon gate. And so we like to go to those games. So I will buy tickets for that early and that's a Christmas present. So you can start thinking of that way too for the Belleville Sens fan on your list.
Well, and we mentioned 95.5 Hits FM night in October. I'm just going through the promo release here. They have so many specialty nights coming up throughout the season. It's awesome. Like you mentioned, you and your son going. That would be Indigenous Communities Night. They have their game between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah,
where you get to mark that day. But they've got Sunday Fun Day games, Women in Hockey Night, Gleaners Food Drive Night just before Christmas, Military Appreciation Night in November.
See, they do that around Remembrance Day.
Yes, November 10th is this year.
Yeah, and they bring out the bagpipe.
Oh.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh, my gosh.
You know what it's like? Listen to 3,000 people cry in a hockey arena.
And cheer.
Yeah, for sure.
And cheer.
For sure.
It's so much fun.
I know. So good. BellevilleSens.com.
Okay. So now David, I got to go that night too. I got to mark down that night.
David, thank you so much for checking in. We're going to have David up on the podcast and on the show throughout the season.
Yes, because they've got some, he did mention they've got some big things coming for the home opener October 21st. So leading into that as well, we'll check in with him again.
We'll have for that. Have yourself a great Labor Day weekend. We'll have a podcast tomorrow, of course, but tomorrow's the first day of September, so we just want to warn you about that. So my Neil Diamond is ready.
Okay,
how did we get to September so fast?
Oh, right?
Not just the summer's over. September is back.
I love September.
I know.
But yes.
You know my ranking of months? You know how we talked about the ranking of the months?
Where's September? Is it number one?
No, July's number one. With a bullet. Nothing beats July. Ever.
Okay,
July's the best month. But September used to be about number 5. I think I got to work it up to like number 3. It's so good.
May is number 2?
May is number 2.
Okay. I just want to make sure I have the order.
I love June, though. The end of school.
Well, and October's pretty nice, too.
No, September
you're
beats
like,
October. No.
Okay, for me, October's pretty nice.
No.
But September, you're right. And as I've said to you year and year, stop me if you've heard this before, I always find September brings this newness to it.
Yeah.
Like we flip the calendar, not just for the month, but to me, this is kind of like a new year as well. A fresh start, so to speak. Some may look at July or the spring, like May or June, even New Year itself in January. But for me, this time of year is kind of that. It has that newness attached to it, even though the leaves are dying and dropping.
No, but it's true.
It's like it's a fresh start, new beginning.
Yep.
Our fiscal year starts again.
Right.
Like a lot of businesses, this is when they start again, so to speak. And there's anticipation, this excitement surrounding it.
So it begins tomorrow, and then after the Labor Day long weekend, and we get into it. Be sure to be listening for Taylor Swift. So we got today and tomorrow, and then over the weekend, because on Tuesday, 4 pairs of tickets for the Eras Tour sold out in Toronto for November 16th, Charity's birthday. How old are you going to be that day? Anyway.
You know what? I'm going to be 45. That's a big birthday.
On that day, yeah. For sure.
It's not like it's 40 something. It's 45. So if you're looking for someone to go with you,
would you go?
it would be a good birthday present. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I can't win them. So I need someone else to win
them and take you.
Take me.
We're going to give them away all day. We're going to give away the first 2 pairs in the morning show, and then the next 2 pairs as part of the work day. So we're going to spread them out throughout the day.
I'm going to tease you.
So if you don't get that first call, we should do one before 7, though. We should wake somebody up.
Oh, that would be good.
First day of school,
have
everybody's
people
up.
been hitting you up, though, just to go back to this about me teasing about going with other people? Have people hit you up about knowing when the songs are coming up?
Nope.
I have.
No. Oh, really?
I've had a handful of people.
Every hour and a half
They're like,
or
you
2
need
hours.
to let me know when the songs are coming up so I can be ready to enter. Seriously, I had 2 or 3 people ask me that. And then I received a message yesterday from a woman I used to work with who says her daughter, she's never been so passionate about listening to the radio.
God bless her.
Than when we kicked this off last week.
Yeah.
She's like, she is on it 24/7. She's listening for Taylor so she can get in the ticket wicket.
The only comment that I saw was, I'm looking forward to the first day of school when you guys hand out the tickets so I can get my life back.
Yeah. There's that too.
Right.
There's that too. We want you to stick around, but maybe not constantly.
Yeah. We would like you to listen to the radio over the long weekend. Let us be the soundtrack for the final weekend of summer and enjoy it. And then every once in a while, be sure and fill that out. So, with fun and passion.
Yeah.
But not obsession.
Or, we want you to sleep. We want you to we want you to be okay.
Yeah. So that's great. We'll get you into the long weekend coming up tomorrow. We got an idea how we're going to kick it off with our 8 o'clock song. Get your birthdays in. Get your celebrity birthday game ready to go tomorrow morning. Jimmy Holly will have Rumor Day. So enjoy today, the final day of August. If you're out to the Quinte exhibition, put up your pictures on the socials. We'll check those out tomorrow morning when you wake up with Mark and Charity Mornings here on 95.5 Hits FM.